Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome. We're going to start on the post 3.0 main story today. But first, there's something very important I must show you. Once I've set it up. Yeti. Alright, hang on, I've got to turn the volume up. That cute little noise. That's our cat Cleo. Okay. I've shown you the most important thing. We can end the stream now. I guess we'll play Final Fantasy as well. While we're here. Just fix the volume so I don't blast out your eardrums. Alright. Hey Mia, welcome. Unmute the game. There we go. Burp. Yeah. I love that little noise cats do when they like their attention is caught by something. It's like a little burp kind of thing. So cute. Cats are great. We'll see how long I stream for today. I was feeling pretty good before stream, but now my shoulder's starting to hurt a lot. It's like an arthritis side effect kind of thing. Been giving me grief. But we'll get started for now. And my little barracks. Training my little peoples. They went on a mission. Hey! Victory! Do some housekeeping here. Alright, what did you get? When accompanying someone of the same class. Okay, that's not going to happen because I don't have any double ups. Might as well. Okay, what's yours? You can keep your current one. And you can all train. Train! Train! Okay. Oh, suddenly some dropped frames. It's gone back to 0. Interesting. Did we disconnect from Twitch maybe? Oh, we disconnected from Twitch. Okay, I think we're back. Looks like it's working again now. Looks like the Aussie server had an issue. That was weird. I think their Aussie server crashed or something and had to restart. Because I was able to connect to some other servers, not in Australia, but they drop lots of frames because they're really far away from me. Seems like it's working now though. Well, if that happens during the stream, that's going to make me cranky. Well, let's just see how we go, eh? If nothing else, I can upload the full local recording. Okay, does the stream look and sound okay? Oh, also, I have an Estinian pet now, a wind-up Estinian. He keeps showing everyone the eye of Nidhogg. It's good. Yep, okay, cool. Well, let's get started on 3.1 and just see how we go. An uncertain future. So far, so good? Good, good, good. Alright, so picking up from the end of 3.0 now. So, We need to rescue poor Estinian. He got overtaken by Nidhogg. And Nidhogg used him to kind of resurrect himself. Let's be a dragoon. I'm a dragoon. Yeah. We did defeat the Heavensward though. And we defeated the evil Pope. But he's gone. Where were we going? Up there. Okay. Last vigil. There's also lots of like side stories I want to do at some point. But let's do some main story for the moment, which I think started in here. Or continued in here anyway. Yeah. She's still searching for her missing scions. An uncertain future. Ooh, food. Hot chocolate! Yes! Oh, yum. Fortuitous timing as always, Mel-chan. Tatari was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then? Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Rio and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Philamen helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Mensa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Rio, she crept aboard a ship bound for Rads at Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. Rads at Han? I haven't heard of that place before. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found. And in Pearl Lane, of all places, Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is, we've enlisted the services of a Charleyan scholar, one of the students of Bardesian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Melchan, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know? Fall apart, eh? I guess she's helping out there a lot now. Bum, bum. Alright, the search continues. I like that glamour. It's a nice outfit. What is that? Outsider's jacket. Oh, that's the Gunbreaker starting set. Very nice. I haven't picked up Gunbreaker yet. I picked up Samurai and Red Mage though, and those are both really fun. Alright, the congregation of our knights most heavenly. Wait, was there anyone in here? No, they're gone. Gotta get all the dialogue, you know? Just eat it all up. Every little crumb. Starting to actually remember my way around. invariably triumphs over evil in fairy tales, yet they are conspicuously reticent about what follows. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, miss. Yeah, okay, talk to Emmerich. I like Emmerich. We have voice acting.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop.
Senior clergy.
But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
Yeah, who are the clergy? Are they trustworthy?
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Oopsie.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence?
Basically, all of the higher level members of the church were at least aware of the big lie. Ah, yep. Yeah, that would make sense.
After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
Yeah.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
Kill Nidhogg again! They probably cannot be trusted to pick a new archbishop. Yeah.
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard.
That's a big
Were she
step.
still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Could so easily go wrong though,
Thank
having
you, my friends.
dragons come to the capital. It's like anyone. It just takes one person attacking the poor dragon.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
They've been at war with dragons their whole lives, you know, they're not gonna trust them right away.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph.
Oh, little nappy nap. Little snooze.
As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Hey, welcome. We're working on ARR Beast Tribes and Leveling Machinist. Ooh, nice. After that, you're going to do the Heavensward Alliance raid and Palace of the Dead. Nice. Have fun. Yeah, Machinist is cool. I really like it so far. I've got mine to 50, and I really like when you activate the heat meter and you start spamming heat blast. That's really fun. Yeah, and the Beast Tribes I'm working on off screen. I'm getting there. I'm done with the Silks. I've made a lot of progress with the Ixal, and I'm starting to work on the Sahagin. I really like the Beast Tribe stuff. It's nice just hanging out with each of those little bands, like learning to understand them and making peace with them. It's nice. They managed to find a way to have a Knights of the Round boss. Yes. Yep. It was a very, very shiny boss. I liked it. The journey, at least, should pose little difficulty this time. I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Milchan and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Milchan. Traversing the Western Highlands calls for warmer clothing, yet there are only so many layers one can fit under plate armor. She's kind of acknowledging that she's not going to change with appearance. Speak with Tataru. Machinist rapid fire phase is really fun. At level 52 you get an AoE version of it too. Ooh, nice. That's cool. Auto crossbow. Oh. Awesome. This time to use wildfire. Ah, yep. Yeah, because that's just the sheer number of weapon skills you land, isn't it? Yeah. That is cool. Yeah, machinist is fun. Actually, most classes are fun. Whee! Tataru! I thought you might want to tell her. Or would you rather I did all the talking? So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Trine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Ishtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavour to join Ishtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Melchan. We have kept the First Commander waiting long enough. Wow, that's rude. Interrupted her. I want to know about this new scholar. Well, let no one say I didn't try. Yeah. Also, yeah, I was wondering where Ishtola was. So she's in Idleshire. Okay. Ideally, you're supposed to fit 6 weapon skills into the wildfire window. Ah, okay, yep. And 4 or 5 of them are from hypercharging. Okay. A bunch of machinist skills are references to Edgar from FF6. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Shiny. One task at a time, Melchan. Besides, I have no doubt that Ishtola can look after the scholar by herself. You are ready then? Good. So am I. Chocolate! If you and Master Alphinaud would be so kind as to lead the way. Breaking the cycle. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Alphinaud's keen to get going. Chocolate? Chocolate? Yeah! Hot chocolate! Yum! Delicious. Boing! Outside Tailfeather. Okay. I'll just see if I can find Sid around the place. He was hanging out in the machinist area at one point previously. Just wondering if I can say hi to him. He's not here at the moment. Oh. Off to Tailfeather. I did find the younger brother of the Fortom family in the market area. And his servant... Oh, what was the servant's name? Yeah, he said that the younger brother was looking to kind of take up the reins from Haurchefort. But he needs to, like, study more. That's kind of sweet. He wants to take over from what Haurchefort was doing. Right now you're trying to find a Dragoon Glamour with an Eastern Dragon motif. As you play an Aura 2 and they're the settings Far Easterners. Ah, okay. Ah, is there stuff like that? That sounds cool. Strange. This is only my third visit to Tailfeather, yet the first feels as though it were a lifetime ago. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Azael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered, not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. That's how I think of her. You ask much, Master Alphinaud, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Trine, if you would follow me. Teleport. And some glamours online based on Leviathan. Kind of the closest you could find. Ah, okay. That's a shame. Hello. You got anything new to say? No? Okay. We're going upstairs. Aha. Hello, Vidofnir. The writer of the Dark storyline was also the lead writer for Haurchefort and Azael. Oh! Also believe she was not particularly pleased that her characters were the ones who died for the plot. Ah, yeah. That is a shame. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Azael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honour to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskia, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth. A truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Zael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people laboured to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Zael once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people, in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Well, we can go fight some Nath for you. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith. Until we meet again. Who's her sire? Oh, that's, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. Never did I think to see a knight of Ishgard come unto Annex Shrine bearing words instead of steel. Would that the Nath could show the same restraint. Too many children have fallen to their spears and muskets. Aww. Praise Vilgar, there we go, thank you. Thou art welcome here, friend of Zael. I have heard all that hath come to pass. Zael was as a brood sister to me, and her passing is no less tragic for man's fleeting life. May she rest in peace. Aww. To face such a creature in battle is one thing, to converse with her quite another. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphinaud. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Twitch. Yeah, Twitch disconnected again. Okay, we're back. Alright, so it seems like we're having issues with Twitch's Aussie server, which I don't understand because other Aussie streamers seem to be streaming just fine. So I'm connected to the Singapore server at the moment, so if we have frame drops, that's probably why. But it seems to be working at the moment, so... Well, we'll keep going for a little bit, but if we keep having issues with Twitch, I might have to just end the stream and do this another day. No dropped frames at the moment. OBS is like flashing orange as like a warning, but it seems to be working fine at the moment. Thine assistance is not lightly considered, warrior of warriors. I will not rest upon my haunches, even as thou riskest harm at my behest. Nay, I shall strike where thou cannot, and mete out deserved punishment to those flying pests that disturb the sanctity of our holy peak. That's some different dialogue. Another time, another place. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Ishtola in Idleshire. Bum, 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 bum. New character. Yeah, I was thinking about that the lead writer for Horshathon and Azael. That's a shame that like I figured they were written with their deaths planned, but it sounds like someone else decided to kill off those characters. So that's a real shame. Makes me wonder where they could have taken those characters if they hadn't killed them off for the plot. Another conspicuously uneventful journey. It would seem we are destined not to be late. I mean, on the whole, their deaths were planned for sure. Just she was in charge of writing their arcs to get there, something like that. Okay. I might read into that. That sounds interesting. Some background on how this stuff is written and created. It's interesting. Ah, Melchan. 'Tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Rodofnir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Emeric's proposal with Horace Velga, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Frontbridge. We should be on our way. Not sure how the writing process for this game works. But Ishikawa in particular has been getting more and more responsibility to rave reviews, so she's doing great now. Ah, that's cool. That's good. Down that way. Alright. Wait, back in Ishgard, what was she trying to tell me? Tataru? Yeah, I don't know, you interrupted her. It would seem we are early. Shall we wait? Hello. That's a cute outfit.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting. You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss.
You love crime? Ah.
And who is that I spy but young Alphinaud Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
Something going on there.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
That's an amazing face.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
Thumbnail, yes. That's a good thumbnail.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea.
When your entrance into the story is the hardest dunk on Alphinaud yet, you leave a big first impression.
Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best you explain your plan to her in person.
Crystal Eye. Matoya's cave. Let's go. Whee! It'll be interesting to see how these two interact, Kryle and Matoya. Go away, frog! Getting attacked by a frog! Alright. We're safe. Safe from frog. She was less than flattering about my technique when last we met, but this time I have come prepared. Let her belittle my obsidian carbuncle if she dares. Do not tell her I said that. The crystal eye is one of Master Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much that she will grant us leave to lay hands upon it, unless we can convince her that it is vital to our cause. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? You know how she can be. If Cryle does not meet with her approval, then that will be that. Oh, who am I kidding? It will be fortunate if she does not mistake me for my sister again. Oh, that's good. Sorry, just keeping an eye on OBS. It just flashed red, caught my attention, but no, it seems fine. In the eye of the beholder. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they all are true. This way, and have care where you tread. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Cryle, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Cryle, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
Of course I do. Okay.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found.
Cryle and her grandfather Galuf are named after FF5 party members. Oh, that's cool.
You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light. one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
No, get out.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al.
It's pretty far.
It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Well, we've been all over those lands, but we haven't seen him yet. I wonder where he's hiding. Somebody just remembered to bring a blanket? Yes! Just in case. No one ever comes around for tea anymore. No, it's always saving this, preventing that, or mending the god's forsaken other. Anyone would think I wasn't good company. Tailfeather. Yes, don't mind me. This is a dragon. We had forests like these on the Isle of Vow. My grandfather and I used to go for walks together when I could prize him away from his work. It was the least I could do for him, considering everything he has done for me. Taking me in when I was an orphan, raising me as his own, and giving me a name. You didn't think my parents named me Krile Baldesian, did you? Thancred may be a capable warrior, but he was wounded when last I saw him. If any beasts were nearby when he emerged from the life stream, he would have been hard-pressed to repel them. Alright, he's a rogue. He probably just went into stealth. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled upon his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Krile. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Oh, he's way ahead of us. Also, he can sketch. Multi-talented. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. Sounds like you're lying, but alright. I propose we split into two pairs. Ishtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Melchan and Krile question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astfath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. There we go. There we go. Anyway, we had best get started. Find him when you've finished making your rounds. Now we know the truth. Have you seen this man? Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Alphinaud sketch. A surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alphinaud may have mistaken his life's calling. No, ain't seen him around. Sorry. Hey, Krile. Excuse me, but have you seen this man before? What's that you've got there? A sketch? Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Where they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding bowl. Sound like your man? Indeed, it does. Thank you. If this friend of yours is as skilled as you say, then he's sure to have found a way to survive. Still, if he's out there on his own, it's only a matter of time before he runs afoul of something he can't handle. Your personal opinion is that FF14's writing got really good at the precise moment the writing team realised they should be dunking on Alphinaud as much as possible. Oh, poor Alphinaud. Oh. A Huron man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. An axe? If he was hunting chocobos, he was doing a piss-poor job of it. The birds would have smelled him coming a mile away. I know I did. You smelled him? Yeah. I just realised this guy might have more dialogue about him. Just have to accept his side quest. Yeah. Thank you. Nobody here but us and the chocobos, friend. Maybe someone else knows your man. Ah, that's right, he hadn't seen Thancred. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. Where are we meeting? There, okay. Got confused by the side quest. We were to meet here, were we not? My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so for receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. it stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. Okay, that's probably why he's using an axe, because he's lost his weapons. He's just using whatever he's found. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Kryle. Quite right. Poor Alphinaud got dunked on again. Given that Alphinaud seems to recall the details of my return so vividly, I would rather he did not draw me from memory, talented or not. Honestly, that boy. Some things never change. Oh, Ravana? A little slow, a little late. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothas Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. It's rather awkward. Excuse me, this fate has an achievement and a triple triad card. Alright, yeah, take a quick detour. I wasn't interested before, but you said TT card. I'm coming. I want to go faster. Flying mounts do feel a bit slow. Hurry up! Thancred can wait. Triple triad cards await. Exactly. Ah, fun. A big turtle. Alright. Let's go healer. Oh, that person needs some healing. Their name is Koala Bear. They must be healed. I've saved the koalas. Right, roll. Dragon stomp. We'll be fine. What could go wrong? Ah, someone stunned it. Nice. Oh, I got kicked out of the fate because I walked away. I guess I need to just stay in there. Dragon stomp. Keep stomping. Stop trying to stomp, you rude jerk. Hey, none of these actually heal people who aren't in my party, do they? Do we have a party for this? Nope. Maybe? Oh god. Would help if I targeted myself. No, stop targeting. I swear I know how to heal. There's no party for this one. Oh, I died of that one. That was rude. Aw. I didn't get the triple triad card because I died right at the end. How did I die? Maybe it does more damage the more you get hit by it. But that was rude. Right at the end. And tail feather. That was sad because when I ran out of the stomp, I got kicked out of the fate. Not really sure how to handle that one. Anyway, back to story. Rip, yeah. Ow. Cute little Vath village. Hello. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to FFXIV. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly, and you are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from some owl, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. So that's a mental image. So he was hunting naked until he got some skins to cover himself with. And where is he now? Gone to FFXIV, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ah, yep. Here we go. Ravana is returned? Bidofnia did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honoured Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Gotta do what you gotta do to earn clothes, yes. One hunter, however skilled, cannot stand against the colony. Go to your friend. I like how that colony looks in the distance. Like a big termite mound. Surprised no hunter reported a story of before he got clothes, yes. Nath fire drone, Nath steel drone. Oops, wrong button. Blue. I haven't played Dragoon since I changed my keybinds, so. Boom. Hello. It's gonna be Claude. Boom. I'm gonna take Dragoon into some level 60 dungeons. It's quite fun.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Hello? Oh, okay. I guess we don't have to fight Ravana yet. This other party's beaten it. This is the group. Isn't that like the default Warrior of Light design? That guy? It sure is? Ah, cool. Oh.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
So you are the Warrior of Light, the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Yeah, this is that guy from the end of the credits, isn't it? Gotta be.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Jeez. Thancred. Punished Thancred.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Wow, this is going in an interesting direction. Edgy Thancred, yes. It did say he was clothed in skin, so it may mean that he was wearing a hide or whatever he killed until he found something better. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That he had to like hunt something down while he was naked to try and get some skins to just get by until he could start trading.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Edgy. Hey, counting? Yeah, I figured he reminded me of the Warrior of Light from the cutscenes, the CGI stuff. And yeah, these... Pretty sure, like, that Rogan I definitely recognise from, like, the intro cutscene for Realm Reborn. Just teleported away.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Thancred, are you all right?
New voice.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
-1. There was an Elysian Paladin who isn't in their group. Ah, okay. Krile is great. Yeah, I like Krile so far. Suddenly dropping lots of frames. We might have lost the stream again. Let me just wait for a few moments. Did we lose the stream again? Not yet? Okay. Maybe it's just like flashing red and dropping tons of frames. Yeah, I think I might end the stream once we tie up this little quest actually. Because yeah, having lots of internet issues from the looks of it. The vision caught me unawares, and I was unprepared for their attack, but I could hear the colony chattering all around us. They were so loud. So unbearably loud. Do you need to sit down? I have water if it will help. We should be safe here. Our pursuers are not like to stray so far from the colony.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then...
He's kind of looks a lot like Sid at the moment.
Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the Altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
Nutkin.
Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
That would have made a great stream thumbnail, but it's very spoilery, so I won't do that.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
And the axe that was mentioned by one of the hunters must have been the Warrior of Darkness.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
It me!
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Primal Thancred, yes. Oh, okay. The eye under the patch is discoloured, but when he gets another costume change and loses the patch, his eye is fine. I suspect it's a dropped plot point. Ah, okay. Interesting. He knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? I know what you're thinking, but really, you needn't worry. It will only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides, battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. A definite bonus. What? Twould seem the mystery of the axe-wielding Hur has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo forest, but two? An inelegant weapon, eh? But it's cool. Axe cool. Smash. Axe go smash. Saying chicks dig scars in a fancy way. Oh, okay, yep. Really like how the major NPCs regularly change what they're wearing. Yeah, I like the outfit changes and updates. It's really nice. Ooh, cat alarm. Cat alarm's going off. Cat alarm, warning, warning, warning. Someone's summoning a primal. Here it comes. It's a big one. Big, powerful primal. Meow? Meow? I'm already tempted by this primal, though. There's no saving me. Aww. Mwah. 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 Hello, baby. Implying it's the equivalent of women liking bad boys. Oh, okay. That makes more sense, yeah. Hello, sweetie. I love you. Undefeatable primal, Cleo. Yes. She hungers for ether. Also known as cat food. Alright, I'm gonna go feed her. I'm trying to decide if I should keep streaming or not. All the internet issues are bothersome. Or if we should pause this for now and continue it hopefully tomorrow. It's dropping frames again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream here. And next time we'll pick up where we left off. Hopefully I can stream again tomorrow. Internet issues are annoying. Alright, I'll see who I can send yous to. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tag. Yeah, my arthritis is starting to be a jerk too, actually, so... I'm going to send you to... I've got a few options. Oh, that person's playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, so I don't want to get spoiled on that, so I won't send you there. And so is that person. Oh, this person's playing Lifeline, which is a PS2 game that's voice controlled. Oh, he's at that section. Oh no. Yeah, I've got to send you to this person. This person needs your support badly. I'm sending you to the Juker. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!